welcome. It's Laura with Core Pilates and Yoga, bringing you a fantastic Yoga Flex workout today. So we're going to start kneeling on our mat, finding ourselves in child's pose to start. So two options with your knee position. If your back already tends to be a little cranky, then we want to have the knees parallel and together. So as you round back, you're scooping and rounding and sitting back towards the heels. If your hips are generally tight and they're a little cranky, then we want to start with the knees wide. Big toes will touch behind you, sitting back and arms out in front. So decide, if you're not sure, you'll be here for a couple breaths, so try one on for size and then switch to the other positioning. But simply find yourself settling down and melting towards the floor. And as you're here, if you're like me, the mind starts to race once we become still, right? It doesn't know how to slow down. So if thoughts are starting to come to your mind, just simply draw the hands in, and we're gonna create what I call a worry pillow. So worry pillow here, one palm on the other. The knuckles are going to come right across the center ridge of your forehead. So create your worry pillow. Forehead is right on down. So that means as we come down, the back of the neck is long. Right? So I really have my forehead melting into my worry pillow. And all I'm going to do here is roll my head slightly side to side. And we'll just iron out those worries, iron out those cares, and just give ourselves the permission to be here. And I know I won't be able to see the knuckle impressions on your forehead, but you're not allowed to laugh at the knuckle impressions on mine, right? And then find a centered spot and simply let the weight of your head press down into those knuckles. And slowly coming up, let your focus come into view there with the eyes. And then the arms are going to extend right back out. We're going to shift up. If the knees were open, close them here, curl the toes under, and just the beginnings of shifting your weight into the toes, and then forward into the shoulders. And shift your weight back into the toes, and forward into the shoulders. So there's a mindful movement here. Yes, going for that little toe press, waking the toes up back there. And then let's find an all fours position. All fours true, shoulder, wrist. You can relax those little toes for a moment and let them rest. We have knee and hip. From here, rounding into our cat. So finding a rounded position through the back, spinal flexion, and then extending into spinal extension or cow. And leading with the rib to hip connection. So we have this core connection here. As you exhale, pull your belly into your back body. As you inhale, instead of thinking of just plopping the belly towards the floor, stretch it, expand it out. One more time, round, and one more time, extend. And then neutral. Take a moment and create the best tabletop back that you can. So very level, back of the head to your tail. Maintaining that line, let's reach the right arm out and carefully extend the left leg back. Spinal balance. Moving slowly, moving mindfully, becoming more aware of what's going on intrinsically as we layer in these moves here today. Let's switch, other side. And back down. And then from here, moving into just a few tiger stretches. So the upper body, the shoulder complex stays still, moving into just the left leg here specifically. Let's pull the knee into the chest and then stretch it straight back. So right now it's just pulling in and then spinally lengthening, not even extension, no lifting up quite yet, just lengthening. Pulling in, little round, and then lengthen, neutral spine. Pulling in and neutral, and then let's swing it in, park that guy down there. Other side, pulling in and lengthening. Pulling in and lengthening. Deep scoop, exhaling, reaching out and down, and then moving now back to our right, moving into sunbird. So now you'll get your extension. So we'll both flex in, keep the knee bent, and extend up. Tuck round in, nose to knee here almost, and extend up, pulling the belly in as much as we can. Tuck round and extend. One more time, tuck round and extend. Neutral spine, lengthen the leg, back into spinal balance here, reach out and release down. Sunbird other side, scoop round, keep the knee bent and lift up. So the knee actually stays in a fixed position. Scoop round and extend. Scoop round and extend. One more time, scoop round, extend, and then draw the ribs in, lengthen the leg in, adding the left arm, spinal balance. And back into center. Let's push off those knees. Whew, we've been on those wrists for a while. Give them a little circle. Coming to a kneeling position, lift the arms up, kneeling lateral flexion. Right arm drops down by our side, pour over. Come right back up. Other side, pour over. And right back up. One more each way. Last time here. And right back up. Hold top, interlace those fingers, stretch up, look up, lift up. And take those arms down by your side. From here, the left leg is going to come in front. We'll take a little lunge, dropping down. And then coming back, slip the fingers down, extend and flex. And again, lunge coming in. Slip those fingers down, extend and stretch. One more time, lunge coming in. Slip those fingers down, extend and stretch. And then switch. Other leg out in front, we'll lunge coming in. Slip those fingers down, extend and stretch. And lunge. Extend, stretch. One more time, lunge. Extend, stretch. And we're going to keep the leg out there, using this right leg to bring us up to a standing position. So we lift up, curl the toes, press up. Right now you're in a lunge. Let's go with it. Hands behind the head, we'll drop down and lift up. Sinking down and lifting up, nice and strong. Down and lift. We go 4 and 3 and 2. Hold your lunge down, please hold. And then little pulses here. Pulsing it down and up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your lunge. Lengthen your back leg, pressing it down. Find your warrior one, lifting up. Everything stretching, everything waking up. Nice. Take those hands behind your back, chest expansion, interlace, draw back, and look up. And then folding your torso along the inner edge of your right thigh, knuckles to the sky. Release those arms, rain down. Fantastic. Little bend to the back knee. You're stepping in with the back foot. And switching legs. Find your lunge here. Slowly bring the hands up. Hands come behind the head. And we drop down. 2 come up. Down. 2 come up. Down. 2 come up. Nice. Down. 2 come up. Last 2. Excellent. Holding down here. Little pulses. Little pulses down and up. Very small, very strong, very focused. 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. Let's lengthen the back leg, pry it open, pivot and plant the heel. Reach the arms up, warrior one. Super strong stance. Excellent. Take those hands behind your back. Interlace, draw the knuckles long behind you. Extend, look up, lift up. Heart center is up. And then slowly fold across the front thigh, knuckles to the sky. And then slowly release the arms, let them rain down. Hands just on either side of your front left foot here. From this position, we're going to lift our back heel and then press into the floorboards with your hands. Release your front left leg and downward facing dog. First one for you today, so get some adjustments going there. Physically lift your foot up and put it down, almost like you have some chewing gum stuck to the bottom of your foot. Yeah, find a nice toe spread, then allow both feet to be down. Lift the toes, lift those toe rays up. And as you lift the toe rays up, press into the palms of your hands and lift the finger rays up as well. So we're rooting through the transverse arch, ball of the big toe, pinky toe. We're rooting through the palms of the feet. And then slowly lower each digit down. Inhale the body forward to plank position. Exhale, lift back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's come forward to plank and hold our plank here. Solid and strong. Slowly, mindfully swing the left knee into the chest and back. Left again, please. In and back. Exhale. Exhale as you pull it in. Good, good. 2 more times. We got this. We got this. Last time. Now hold the leg long. 3-legged down dog. Lifting up, pressing away. And then park the foot downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank. You do know we have the other side, yes. So we lift the right up and we swing it in and press it back and swing it in and press it back. Swing it in, press it back. 3 and 2. Last one, holding back. 3-legged down dog, floating up, 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 up. And then downward facing dog. Good job. Nice length in the backside, lifting through the hips. Take a breath in here. We'll bend the knees, travel the feet to meet the hands, walk up. Take your half lift. Take a chair pose, slowly coming up now. We were down there for a while. And then inhale, you're tall. Let's stay right here in this position. Sun salutation, greeting this day with potential. Dive forward. Half lift out. Right leg steps back. Runner's lunge, sweep the arms up. Big expansive limbs, drop down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank position, looking out to the front edge of your mat from your plank. Use your toes to glide your shoulders over your palms. Drop your knees down. Bend your elbows, hugging by the sides of the body. And then control to the floor. Feet down, kneecaps lift, elbows hug, cobra with integrity. Belly pulling in as you lift up. Lower down, curl the toes, push up. Downward facing dog. Breath in here, bend the knees, travel the feet. Half lift, chair pose again, coming up slow. We don't want to get dizzy. And lift up. And to our heart. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale. Half lift, taking the left leg, stepping back, lunge. Sweep up again, reach those limbs. Control them back down. Downward facing dog, nice lift. Forward plank, looking out past your mat. Toes glide the body forward, knees drop the body down, elbows squeeze by your side. Control the lower. Feet down, kneecaps up, elbows squeeze, cobra. Lower down, curl the toes, push. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees here, travel the feet to meet the hands. Half lift, chair pose, up. And heart center. One more round, inhale, exhale. Half lift, right leg steps back. Sweep those arms up. Bring the hands back down. Downward facing dog. Lift. Forward plank. Toes, knees, elbows to the mat. Feet down, kneecaps up, cobra, tiny lift. Lower down, curl the toes, push up. Downward facing dog. Bend the knees, travel the feet. Half lift, chair pose. Inhale, tall. And you're down. One more time. Inhale, lift. Big expansive arms, dive down. Half lift. Left leg back. Lunge it up. Lower down. Downward facing dog. Big lift. Glide forward plank. Toes, knees, elbows. Control to the mat. Cobra. Lower down. Curl. Giant push. Downward facing dog, holding here. Let's see if we can get 5 breaths in, guys. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. Again. 3 more breaths, drawing the energy into the body, using it, swirling it about, and sending it free. 1 more breath in. As we exhale here, glide into plank. Solid position. From your plank, step your feet together. We'll lift the right leg into a 3-legged down dog. So the right leg's coming up as you move into 3-legged down dog. Step your right leg through and forward, coming into warrior 1. Pivot and plant the back heel. Let's sweep up. From warrior 1 to warrior 2. And then from warrior 2 to side angle, bringing the right forearm to the thigh, left arm up to the sky. And from side angle into triangle, lengthening the front leg. sliding our right hand down to the shin, but lifting the left arm up to the sky. Adding a little thread the needle here, we take the top arm, let's thread it through the little window of our triangle and come right back up. Slowly, mindfully here, guys, through and up. That's it, one more time, through and up, holding the up. Let's bring the hand to our hip. Slide the bottom hand to your hip. You're going to square forward to the front edge of your mat. This back leg here, let's take one step in, coming into a T-balance pose with a little bit of movement sprinkled in. So the arms are going to reach out, okay? The back foot is going to lift up. So some parts of me might not make it on the screen. From here we lift. So head going in one direction, leg going in the other. And we're going to try to do little baby lifts. Little baby lifts with the 3 limbs we have flapping in the wind here, lifting arms, lifting the single leg. We go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to our heart center, thumbs press sternum. Bring your back leg in, sit standing tall, toes together, ankles together, and then sit into a tight chair pose. And then reach the arms up. Find yourself moving into Utkatasana or fierce pose. Make today fierce. Fierce not only physically but mentally. Lift the heels. And then lower down, palms into your heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Half lift out. Collapse back down. Bend the knees, step back to your downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale the body forward to plank, step the feet together, moving into our other side here, turning around so we'll all be able to see. So as we move into 3-legged downward facing dog, the left leg comes up to the sky. So 3-legged down dog. Stepping the left knee through and forward, warrior 1, pivot and plant. Excellent, warrior 2, opening out. And then from warrior 2, moving into side angle, bring our forearm to the thigh, lift up. And from our side angle, moving into triangle, lengthen and slide down. Feel the whole torso opening up to the long edge of your mat. Feel the top arm reaching, and we know we have the little window of our triangle. Let's thread the needle here, thread it through. Rotate through the torso as you're working. Again, thread it through. One more time, please. Thread it through. And then holding up. Nice lift here. Excellent. From here, hand to the hip. Other hand to the hip. Square forward. Getting ready for our balance. We take a step in. Arms float out to the sides. Lift and extend. And then starting to float, arms and leg. Yes, lifting up, little lifts, really rooting through your extended left leg, making him work. 4, 3, 2, fantastic, hands in, leg returns, feet together, taking your tight chair squat. Lifting those arms up, Utkatasana, fierce pose, peel the heels. So you're lifting through the heels, but you're sinking through the rest of your body. Everything is working. Strong, stronger, strongest. Excellent. Feet down, hands in, lift up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Half lift out. From this half lift, leaving your right leg in front, taking the left leg back, dropping the knee down. Finding a kneeling crescent lunge here, sweeping back. And then dropping the hands down. From here, we'll extend the front right leg, so we want to lean back and then do a little kick to slide the leg out. And then from there, wiggle it in front and take a nice fold forward. Ooh, yeah. Lift up, push through the floorboard, slide your leg back. We're going to switch. Bring the leg around, kneeling crescent lunge, kneeling in. Excellent, dropping down. Here's that little kick, lengthen, kick and slide, give it a little wiggle, work it forward a little bit, and fold down. Staying kneeling for a moment if you need to. Again, my mat is not doubled up, but if you need to fold your mat up, make a little lip here, and then you can kneel on that extra cushioning, okay? So kneeling, coming into camel, we'll kneel nice and tight. Right now the feet are gonna stay relaxed. We'll bring 2 fists up. One fist comes around, plugs into one side of the sit bone. Other fist comes around, gets the other cheek. Elbows drawing towards the back. Front body zipped up, belly pulled in, and we start to extend back. Now the key to camel is to keep the ear in line with the shoulder. So I want to feel as if my neck is opening and extending back, not crunching, right, and hanging. So we want to feel a broadness across the heart center. We want to feel support through the front body as we pour back. And then lifting up nice and tall, scooping the belly in, now sitting towards the heels, take a child's pose. We have one more camel to do. And then this time let's round up. So if you like the first camel variation, you got it. Go right into it, okay? If you want a little more, you're gonna curl the toes under and have the feet lightly touching, okay? From here, same action, 2 fists. We'll plug in just exactly the same way. So again, if you'd like to keep your feet down, that's fine. You can stay right here in this camel. So if this camel works for you, fantastic. If you'd like a little more and you have nice and firm engagement through the belly, nothing going on with the back, very, very healthy green light on our back side. From here, take one hand out. You're gonna hook thumb and index finger around the Achilles tendon. Take the other, hook it around, and then find deeper extension. And again, I'm pouring back. My ear is still in line with my shoulder as I'm here in my camel. Holding 2 more breaths. Now, when we come up, if you're in extended camel, you're gonna join the folks that are in the modified version, and then we're gonna all lift through the crown of our head. Keep the toes curled. So if your toes are not curled, curl them under, coming into rabbit. Take the arms up. And then the hands will come down. The hands are gonna land 1 palm's distance from the knees. Then the very top of the head, not the forehead, the very top will round down in between the hands. So think of your little bunny's back, round in, and then bend the elbows such that the top of the head will land down. Now it's gonna land lightly. Once my head lands, I reach back, grab the soles of my feet. If I can't quite grab there, I can grab my ankles, but I wanna find a little bit of leverage here so I can hold on. As I hold on, I scoop even more and I start to levitate my head. There's just a tiny, tiny fingertip of space in here. My eyes can close or I can stay open and look back towards my toes, but I'm super rounding. I'm pressing my belly into my backside. My lumbar is flexing, opening up. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then slowly release and come up. Roll those shoulders around. If you still have your little cushion underneath your knees, keep it. We're gonna do a deceptively challenging balance before we make our way to the mat, and that's a kneeling balance. So if you've never tried to balance on your knees, we're gonna give it a go, and you'll have a greater appreciation for your feet and what they actually do for you. So from the kneeling position here, arms, get them out there wide. We're gonna kneel on our right leg first. So we're coming over, and you wanna lift that knee up. Woo, holding up, strong, strong, strong. Keep everything lifting. You're thinking about it. Ooh, yeah, if you want to try to get your toes off the ground as well, I know they're down there behind you, lift the toes up, and you're really checking in with your core. And plus it's kind of fun, right? Sometimes we need a laugh. And let's come back down. Whew, all right, so easy side, we know where to go. You're kneeling, arms big. You're coming over, lifting up, back foot is lifting, and you are challenging yourself in all different directions. Yeah, the core has to emanate strength. It has to emanate stability. And of course, breathing, breathing, breathing will help everybody out. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, look, Mom, no hands, right? And release. Whew, good job. From here, we're gonna shift around to a seated position. Get off those knees for a moment. Just extend the legs out. Do a little calf slap there. Good job. So thank you, feet, for helping me balance because my knees don't do a very good job, right? Wonderful. So from here, we have a little bit of abdominal work to do and then stretch. We're all set, okay? So you're on your mat. Again, you have mat space behind you. Hands are gonna come right back behind the head out of the gate. You're gonna scoop it around down. And we're going to pick those legs up into tabletop. So you're holding spinal flexion, legs in tabletop position, knee, ankle right in alignment here. Flex the feet. Tap your left heel down. Bring it on up. And tap your right heel down. And bring it on up. And just slowly, as you can, start to increase your pace a little bit. But watch as the knee comes up, okay? So we don't want to get into this crazy cycling position. That does nothing for us. It just works the hip flexors, overworks the hip flexors, and we're not mindful while we're moving, right? So we want to go very slow and mindful as we're coming up and alternating. The thigh stops, right? It's not coming past my waist. And I'm tapping. And I'm tapping very mindfully, very steadily here. Working, working. Now from here, I'm going to lower my left foot down. It's going to stay. My right foot stays up. My opposite shoulder is going to lift to the bent knee. So I'll work on the diagonal and back. Again, work on the diagonal and back. And we're going to go 8 and 7. We'll take 6 more. And last 4 and 3. Now hold yourself up, come center, switch legs, you're not done yet, you have the other side, and we lift, and we lift. Nice. 5 more please, lifting up. 5 and 4. Last one again, hold center, drop both feet down. Let the feet sneak together, knees touching, feet touching. We're gonna do a 5 count abdominal crunch. So we're gonna lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come down. So we feel these abdominals really crunching up, 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 and slowly down. Lifting up, see how high we can lift, really sink the belly, sink the waist, and down. Crunching up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. One more time. And down. Now just hold the down for a moment. Stretch the legs out, adding a little belly bonfire in here to get you a little bit of spice before you completely end up. So my legs are wide on my mat. My feet are super flexed, and my belly is sinking down as low as it'll go. I want to lift my head, neck, and shoulders up. Try to get the shoulder blades up as high as you can. You're looking right down the center line of your body, and from here we work. Exhale and lift, and lift. It's a tiny little, very focused crunch. We crunch it up. Everything is sinking, everything is working, feet are super flexed. We got it, we got it. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. You know we're not done. Hold it up, reach one arm out. Reach the other arm out and interlace those fingers and extend and reach higher, reach a little bit higher. 1 more inch. Oh, here we go. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and back. Woo-wee. And you're just a splat on the mat right now. Nice job. Whew, bend the knees in. Turn your head over to the right. Turn your head over to the left. Come back to the center. Hug those knees in. Give them a nice deep hug. We're going to drop the right foot back down on the ground. Extend the left leg, lifting up here. We'll float the head, neck, and shoulders up, nose to knee. And then as we lower down, we're going to cross the ankle over the knee. Take the arms out to the side. And let's just drop this little configuration over to the left. So you're going to drop over to the side. And then you're going to come up and drop over to the other side. One more time. Lift up, drop over. And then up and drop over. Fantastic. Come center. Let's pick the right leg up. You're going to cross the left knee over the right. Arms still stay out in this wide T position. Take this leg cross configuration and we're going to drop it to the right. So my left knee is on top. My right leg is underneath. I'm dropping to my right. Big exhale as I go. Landing down. Try to look to your left. Super ringing out of the body. And then as you're here, head will look center. Uncross the legs, very important. Uncross the legs before you come up. Come back up to the center. Go ahead and place the left leg down. Right leg is up. Let's give it a little tug in and nose to knee. Nice job. Cross over, arms out, and we drop over to the right, and then over to the left, and over to the right, and over to the left. Come back to the center. Lift the bottom leg up. We'll cross at the knees here. So again, the right leg is on top, left leg is underneath. Inhale as you're nice and relaxed here on your back. Exhaling, drop the leg configuration to your left. Exhale, drop over. Land down nice and careful. Once your feet land down there, you can take your gaze to the right. And then remember, head looks up first. Legs uncross second, very important, uncross. One leg comes up and then the other. Hug things in, wiggle your toes. And then slowly stretch the legs out. Find yourself completely ready for Shavasana now. Remember, traditional Shavasana, lengthening out. Splat on the mat, as I like to call it. Cranky back, Shavasana. Bent knees wide on your mat, knees falling towards each other. Cranky hip, Shavasana. Feet together, butterfly, opening out. Any way you slice it, let's have it nice and relaxed. So just close your eyes. Be with yourself right now. Be one with you, one with your mind, one with your stillness. And if your mind does start to shoot out in different directions, just come back to your breath. It's there always to support you, give you energy, give you confidence, give you strength. I wish you the best of days. Namaste.